What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to 6 Scale Reviews. It's Dan here, and today we have another 6 scale figure unboxing for you guys. It is the Hot Toys DX23 Luke Skywalker, the deluxe version, and the special edition that comes with that little hologram that no one's going to use. But yeah, we got this thing in. I was really excited about this. I think a lot of people were excited about this because of his appearance in the Mandalorian TV show, and I think it just brought a lot of love back to the character of Luke more than he already had. And I think it's just like a revamp, a redefinition of him. And I could not wait to get this in my collection. I did get this overseas. I got this from Pop Collectibles. I'm not sponsored by them or anything like that, but I just couldn't wait for Sideshow to get this. So yeah, man, here we are with the figure itself. We got this nice little slip cover with the typical cigar band, and yeah, it got all the legal information on there. It says Hot Toys. It says it's a DX. But like I said, this isn't the real box cover here. This is a little slip right here, just like that. Boom. Get this out the way here. And then here we are with the actual art box for the figure, and I think it looks completely badass. It's black and white. Got Luke destroying the Dark Trooper, and yeah, it's very similar to the one we got for Ahsoka, which, by the way, I do have a review on that as well. I'll try to put this here in the corner somewhere. And yeah, but this is the box. It's black and gray. Very simple, nothing too crazy. And then, yeah, not too bad. So that's the box. It does say Disney on this side. But to open this thing, all we got to do is lift up a little bit. You can see that this is just another slip cover of sorts. As I fumble to get that out. Get this out the way. And here we are with the box itself. Another image of Luke Skywalker and the Dark Trooper going at it. Of course, him winning. So here's the image right here in this little foam cover. And it has a little description here as well. I'll give you some time to read that. You can go ahead and pause that. But yeah, this looks badass. Really nice picture of the figure. And here is the figure himself, Luke Skywalker. You can see that this is the tray. You can see the Dark Trooper right here. But you can see here, I took off the plastic on just the head sculpt and the belt. You can see him here. Looks fantastic. You got that special edition bonus up there. And then you have one more tray down here with all the accessories and the instruction sheet and all that good stuff. But let me go ahead, get all this stuff out and about, and then we'll take a look at all the stuff he comes with. And yeah, we'll take a deep dive. Let's go. All right, everybody, here is everything that this Luke Skywalker comes with. You can see there's a whole bunch of stuff. I'm very pleased with the amount of accessories we got, especially the hands, because in my last review with the DX Ahsoka, she came with only 3 extra hands. And as you can see here, there's a whole array of multiple different hands for this Luke Skywalker. But before we get into that, I guess let's start with the Grogu here, because I know everybody's got a million of these guys in their collection, and yeah, why not? Just get him over with. Just get him over with. But yeah, here he is. He looks good. Cute as always. I mean, it's really cool that he does have some articulation in the hands. I think hopefully next we get some cloth for his little, little sweater. And yeah, I think he looks cute. Just as always, happy little Grogu. So yeah, I'm going to put this off to the side here. But yeah, man, let's get into some of these hands, because I think these are pretty good. These look very well done here. I'm going to zoom in here, guys, real quick. Sorry. And yeah, these things look really good. Very nicely done. They look like real leather gloves. They look just like they did in the show. So I'm happy with these. I like the different sculpts in the hands here. We got all kinds of different ones. Very happy with it. Very pleased. It looks very much like a glove, and I really like that. Has even the subtle wrinkles. And then, of course, we got the regular hands here as I fumble them. But yeah, here we go. They look good. I like the different, like I said, I like the different gestures that we get with the hands. I think that's always a plus. And then speaking of hands, we got little baby Grogu's hands. So you get some force pushing hands. You get 2 of them. Not going to really go over that too much. But while we're looking at small accessories, let's look at the special edition version. You guys ready for this? Wha-bam! This little thing right here. That's all you get. Moff Gideon's ship. That's cool, but you know, I don't think you would miss it if you didn't get the special edition. So don't feel too bad if you missed out. But last but not least, for at least those accessories that I won't use too much, this is the swap out arm. I hate these things. I will never use this. I hate putting the batteries in. I usually ship these off to go get CCFL'd, you know, with a custom saber. So I might end up doing that with this one. But yeah, you can always get a light up arm. I'm not a fan of those. And let's see, what else should we get into here? Let's get into the lightsaber itself, because I think it's very important for Luke Skywalker, and I think it looks fantastic, man. Very good. Look at that paint. That looks very well done. I love the bronze goldish color right there on the, you know, on the skinny part of the, you know, I'm not entirely sure what it's called, but the, you know, where the blade comes out. And you know, even on the switches, the subtle details just look very well done by Hot Toys. This looks fantastic. You got the little D-ring there to attach to the belt. And then the saber, you know, it's not as good as some of the older ones. You can see it's very pale green. It looks a little bit slightly more green in person, but it is what it is, you know. They look fine, I guess. And then you get, of course, the swooshing one. Not, like I said, not the strongest green. I would like it a little bit more vibrant, but you know, it is what it is. We get what we get for that. You know, they still need to improve that vastly, but like I said, it is what it is. And then let's look at this base here as I zoom out. You can see here, it's a pretty plain Jane Star Wars base. It says Star Wars Luke Skywalker on it right there. And yeah, you know, pretty standard base. I think it looks good. It's fitting for the figure and for all the stuff it comes with. And then let's look at this cloak right here. I still have it in the packaging, but yeah, you can see it's very dark, very nice material. I actually really like that drape material. You know, it does suck that it's not wired, but I might be able to, you know, cheat some ways and make that look good. But the hood is definitely wired here, so that's not a problem. And it does have like some type of different material in there, so hopefully that doesn't die. You know, the dies don't get, and they don't end up on the head sculpt if you leave it this, you know, for a long period of time with the hood on. But only time will tell. We'll find that out later. But that's really cool. I really like the cloak. It's iconic for this scene, so you know they had to include it. And of course, we have the Dark Trooper bust that comes with this acrylic pole that you can actually remove, so you can have this on the floor if you want. But yeah, man, this thing definitely looks dead without the lights on. I will be turning on the lights a bit later in the video. This thing looks really good for what it is. It is a bit soft on the sculpting department. The paint apps look decent enough though. It looks very plasticky though. Like, you know, you guys know how it looks like on some of these, you know, some of the rock bases that we've gotten from Hot Toys. That's kind of how this looks. And it feels rubbery and plasticky, you can see. But nonetheless, like the paintwork, like, and the detail that they tried to get into this thing looks pretty damn good. So I can't complain too much. I like all the little broken pieces. Like, they definitely at least tried on this. So yeah, I can't be too mad on it. This thing does actually, you know, articulate. So that's cool. It goes like that, you know, and it goes back. And you can actually remove the entire arm as well. So that's a plus. And then it comes with this nice little base here that I'm sure you've seen. So that's always, you know, that's cool. So the figure can actually just rest like that. You can have the, you know, Luke doing some force wielding abilities and whatnot. So yeah, that's cool. But the last but not least, and my highly unexpected, you know, I really did not expect to like this accessory as much as I did. And you might have guessed it. And it's gonna be this background dio. I really like this. I don't know why. I mean, of course you know why. It's because of the scene that happened in The Mandalorian and I really like the way this turned out. It's pretty rigid. It's really large, so it's going to take up a good amount of space. So just keep that in mind if you're planning on displaying it like this. It looks really good, especially from far away. Of course, it looks a little bit pixely when you get close, but it is what it is. It's supposed to be the elevator doors or the blast doors, whatever, however you want to depict it. And I think it looks fantastic. Actually, I'm wrong. Yeah, I think that's supposed to be the elevator way in the back, and then this is the blast doors where he comes out with the smoke, and he looks all badass. So that's that. But yeah, that is it for the accessories. Let's get this figure out here, and then yeah, let's take a look at Luke Skywalker himself. All right, everybody, here we are with the Luke Skywalker himself in person, in the flesh. And wow, I'm truly stunned by this likeness of the figure itself. I mean, that looks just like Mark Hamill. I mean, I don't know what else to say, but wow, fantastic. You know, gotta do a round of applause for Hot Toys for this, man. This head sculpt looks phenomenal from all angles. This looks like Luke Skywalker. I mean, I don't know how else to put it. Like, yeah, this is definitely the best 1/6 head sculpt of Luke Skywalker, man. I mean, yeah, what else can I say about it? I mean, every angle, that is Mark Hamill, 100%. I mean, fantastic. Hell of a job by Hot Toys, man. I'm really, really digging this figure, man. It looks absolutely incredible. I love the tunic that we finally got because he wore the full Jedi robes. And it looks really, really good. Really loving the way this turned out. The proportions look very much on point. The hair looks really good. Even though there's a bit of slight gappage, you can kind of see. Let me see if I can zoom in right here. There's some slight gappage right there. You know, he's got the Justin Bieber cut. You know, I know a lot of people are making fun of that, but nonetheless, that likeness, you can't deny that this looks fucking fantastic. I mean, yeah, that looks amazing. I can't, you know, I don't know how else to put it into words, man. It looks really, really good. And you guys know this does have the rolling eye system. You just take off the hair, and then he looks wild. And you can see the little things to move his eyes. And yeah, you just go ahead, slot the hair back on, not backwards like I almost just did. And apparently you can put different hair on here, like from the Snow Speeder, the Return of the Jedi. I'm not going to do that in this video just because I want to, you know, strictly stick to this figure and, you know, not confuse anybody. But yeah, this is what you get with this figure, man. It looks absolutely phenomenal. And you guys know this is all fabric, so articulation is just going to be, you know, whatever you want it to be. I mean, you can see here, arms go up. You probably go past 90. You go forward. Go above his head. You know, then the head, you know, does pretty well on its own as well. Nothing crazy, but it'll get the job done. And then, of course, the body, the torso, you can bend it however you want. Like I said, there's no restrictions here. The fat suit, there's no fat suit, it feels like. I mean, look at that. Over 90 degrees this way, 90 degrees this way. This guy can pose, man. And he has very, very strong... I can't even call it like a soft ratchet, but like it's soft ratchets, but they're very stiff. You can't really hear them, but they are extremely stiff. So that's a really good sign. And of course, we got the, you know, the Star Wars boot action. I know a lot of people are a lot of fan of the way they do this because of the peeling of the pleather. But luckily, I live in a good climate where I don't have to worry about that too much, so I'm not too worried about the ankles. But they could do whatever you want as well. And yeah, man, of course, people were saying that this doesn't have double joints. I'm telling you right now, it has double joints. It's not single jointed. That would be absolutely absurd for Hot Toys to do. And I think I'd be, you know, join a lot of people by saying that I'd be really mad if they did single joints. But glad that they're not. They are definitely double. But yeah, this is the figure, man. I mean, goddamn, I really like this, man. I'm so excited for this. There's no wires in the tunic, which I find a little odd because a lot of other Jedi and other figures do have wires, but this one does not. So yeah, that's weird, but is what it is. No, there's no wires anywhere. It's all just loose fabric, and I don't mind that. I don't mind that because sometimes the wires can come out and poke out, and yeah, the outfit is incredible, man. Really liking the way this came out, and yeah, let's put the cloak on him actually because I want to see what he looks like. Let's do it. All right, so here he is, swaddled up in his cape, and it just goes on very easily. You can see right here, there's like a little tiny hook and buckle type of system. So no buttons, no crazy buttons. You just hook it on, and it kind of comes off pretty easily. But man, I have to say this looks really, really damn good. I love the material of the cape. I thought I was not gonna like it because Hot Toys doesn't really do cloaks very well, but this material is very nice. It's very satin. You can see it's kind of shiny a little bit. Very lightweight. But like I said, I think a lot of people are gonna miss that there's no wire in it, but I'm actually very happy without it. I think it drapes very beautifully, and I think it sits very nice. I really like the way it moves, honestly. Now to the hood, as you can see, it has like that little matte, or not matte, but satin finish on the inside. And now you can kind of do, some nice dark Jedi looking poses here. That looks fucking sick, man. Oh my god. Like I said, there's a wire here, so you can definitely pose the cape, or the hood, however you want. You can get him looking all mysterious and whatnot, just how he was in the show. And I love it, man. This looks fantastic. Like, holy shit, I'm like fanboying out on this fucking figure, but is what it is, man. It is what it is. It's a phenomenal figure for an amazing character. And yeah, enough gushing over this thing. Let me go ahead, pose this up, and then yeah, let's do it. All right, everybody. Here we are with the first pose, and we have Luke here crushing up this Dark Trooper. Kind of looks like they're next to each other, but the Dark Trooper is actually slightly behind him. So yeah, kind of went with something simple. Got the saber out, yeah, nothing too crazy. But we're gonna get an up close look here at the Dark Trooper, which I think looks absolutely fantastic. I didn't think I was gonna like this as much as I did, and I think the detail and the sculpt's a little soft. You can kind of tell it's like very rubbery, plasticky, as I kind of mentioned in the accessories part of this video. But like up close with all the lights on, this thing looks absolutely incredible. I am really impressed with it. I'm almost tempted to get a Dark Trooper because yes, you can put this on the Dark Trooper body, which I really want to do. So I might get a Dark Trooper, we'll see, but I really like this accessory a lot. And for this next pose here, went ahead and replicated the scene from the Mandalorian episode where he does that spin and force push, all stylish and whatnot. Now, what really could have helped me with this pose right here is I wish that the cape was wired, because then in the actual scene, the cape does move with his hand because he is force pushing. So the air or whatever is moving, and obviously the cape isn't wired, so can't really do that. So is what it is. But then again, this figure just looks fantastic, man. Any way you put it, the all black, just with the green, it looks fantastic. Really happy with the way this figure came out. And here we are with another pose, kind of a more stoic pose where he's kind of talking to Din when he first enters the room. Hands, he's got his hands in his own hand, I guess. And I think it looks great, man. The different gestures they gave you, like this figure came with a lot of hands, and I'm very happy with that. And you can see the lightsaber there. You're going to see a little bit of the details in the hands that Hot Toys went through. Like you can see all the different textures and speckling. Like it looks really, really good. So very happy with the way this came out. I have to say the tailoring as well is just fantastic. Really good. My only gripe I'd say is that the hook on the cape is a little bit like kind of undoes itself pretty easily. But other than that, I mean, look at this likeness. You can't really, oh man. It's fantastic. The head sculpt, 10 out of 10, hands down. In my opinion. Let me know what you guys think down there in the comments. What do you guys think about this, quote unquote CGI Luke? I know that's kind of been a thing, but yeah. Anyways, on to this next pose we got here. We have Luke and Mando, Luke and Grogu talking, because they were training together a lot in the Book of Boba Fett, and I kind of wanted to give you guys something, similar to where maybe they're training together, maybe they're talking, whatever Luke is doing with Grogu, and their time together before Din actually comes back for him.
You can see the lightsaber there. I'm using the Ahsoka base that came with the DX21. And yeah, I'm actually very happy with this, the way this came out. And onto this next pose, we got Luke doing a bit more of a, you know, force wielding poses. You know, he's choking one stormtrooper and force pushing another. Because we all know Luke does use the force choke. And I think this looks great, man. You know, for what it is, this figure can really pose, and I'm very happy with it. Last but not least, replicating the final scene where he is waiting for the elevator, and you see Grogu there. And yeah, man, it is pretty cool seeing these two together up close. Once again, I give this head sculpt a 10 out of 10. As a figure as a whole, oh man, I gotta give this a 9.5 out of 10. I mean, everything about this, the tailoring, the articulation, it's, you know, there isn't much to complain about on this figure, man. I'm very happy, very pleased with this. Let me know what you guys think about this figure. Are you guys picking this up, or yeah, let me know what you guys think. But that's gonna be it for this video, you guys. I appreciate all of you for watching. If you haven't already, please hit that like button and subscribe, and we're gonna catch you guys on the next one. Peace out, everybody.